If your outbound isn't converting, the problem is probably not your leads. And the longer you blame them, the longer you delay fixing what's actually broken. Because blaming the leads is comfortable. It explains underperformance without forcing you to question anything. Let's see how we can solve that. Hello everyone, my name is Lucas and welcome to improvisation.io's YouTube channel. There's a consistent pattern that I see across outbound teams. When reply rates drop or meetings slow down, the first reaction is external. People question the lead quality. They question the targeting source. They assume the market is just saturated. What almost no one questions first is the angle they are approaching that segment with. Just like the question that I'm asking right now. That is, why haven't you liked the video yet? Okay. Jokes aside, beginners often believe they are disadvantaged because they lack experience. They just assume experienced operators know something they don't, some secret sauce. But let me tell you a secret. Experience without structure often creates invisible friction. Over time, operators accumulate habits. They personalize too early. They layer tools instead of refining segmentation. They increase activity instead of tightening clarity. It looks advanced. It feels proactive, but it creates complexity without control. And when control disappears, diagnosing the real issue becomes nearly impossible. And that is when the blame shifts to the leads. The deeper problem is not effort. When performance declines, many experienced operators react by increasing variation. They rewrite sequences from scratch, test new subject lines, adjust timing, introduce new channels, and stack additional tools. Now movement increases, but signals still decreasing. Without structured experimentation, you are no longer testing angles, you are simply generating noise. Beginners behave differently when guided correctly. They are more willing to operate within constraint. They follow segmentation logic. They adjust one variable at a time. And that openness accelerates calibration because it removes ego from the process. Outbound rewards alignment before it rewards creativity. If the segment's wrong, personalization will not rescue it. If the pain articulation is vague, no tool stack will compensate. If experimentation lacks rhythm, results will always feel random. More tools do not create better positioning. More hacks do not create stronger systems. And here's the bottom line. Experience without structure amplifies complexity. Let that sink. Structure beats sophistication, especially early on. Constraint forces clarity. When variables are limited, patterns become visible. When segmentation is disciplined, messaging sharpens. When testing follows a rhythm, traction compounds. Beginners do not need to master every outbound tactic out there. They need a system that enforces clear segmentation, pain point discipline, and controlled experimentation cycles. Clean inputs combined with structured iteration is what generates learning faster than tactical improvisation ever will. Outbound is nothing more than infrastructure. And infrastructure compounds when it is stable. It breaks when it is improvised. And now I'll show you the solution that resolves all of what we're talking about so far. It focuses on structured execution rather than complexity. This is AnyBiz. Instead of requiring you to assemble databases, infrastructure, messaging tools into a fragile stack, the platform operates inside one controlled framework. It enforces segmentation logic. It structures multi-channel outreach across email, LinkedIn, and AI-driven calls. It leverages a large B2B database without forcing you to manage operational chaos. But execution alone is not enough. Diagnosing angles requires feedback. That is why AnyBiz combines AI-driven outreach with guided support. The objective is not to increase activity. It is to increase alignment and clarity on what should be adjusted and why. You do not need more motion. You do need structured diagnosis. You are not behind because you're new. You are behind only if you continue improvising without a structure. So stop blaming the leads and start diagnosing the angle. And by the way, the first step to do that is like the video, subscribe, and ring that bell. Because knowledge is the way. And if you want to operate inside a structured execution instead of complexity, AnyBiz is linked in the description. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching so far. Bye bye.